Have you ever wondered why some athletes sign contracts that pay them long after they've retired from the game? Well, welcome to the stimulating world of deferred compensation. It's not a new concept, but it's one that's been making headlines lately in the world of sports. So, what is deferred compensation? It's a contractual agreement where a portion of an athlete's income is paid out at a later date, typically after they've hung up their cleats and retired from the game. It's a bit like a retirement plan, but tailored for the unique career trajectories of professional athletes. Why would an athlete choose deferred compensation? There are a few reasons. First, it provides financial security in the long run, ensuring a steady stream of income far beyond an athlete's playing years. Second, it can also provide tax advantages, depending on the specifics of the contract and the tax laws in place. In many ways, it's a strategic long game. Take, for instance, the recent contract between Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ohtani, a two-time reigning American League MVP, signed a historic deal involving a significant amount of deferred compensation. In essence, a player trades immediate income for future financial security. Now that we understand the concept, let's dive into a real-world example. The recent deal between Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani, the two-time reigning American League MVP, has inked a historic 10-year contract with the Dodgers. This isn't your typical agreement, though. The value of the contract? A whopping $700 million. But here's the catch. $680 million of that total is deferred compensation. So how does this work exactly? Well, Ohtani will receive $2 million each season from 2024 to 2033. The remaining $68 million will be deferred. After the 10-year deal expires, Ohtani will then start to collect the $680 million in deferred money from 2034 to 2043. This might sound like a long wait, but Ohtani isn't the first player to accept such a deal. Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman have agreed to similar contracts. And there's a good reason why. The beauty of deferred compensation is that it allows the Dodgers to stay below the competitive balance tax threshold. With a projected payroll of $218 million in 2024, the Dodgers need to be strategic in order to avoid hefty tax penalties. By deferring a significant chunk of Ohtani's earnings, they can maintain financial flexibility and continue to be competitive in the free agent market. The average annual value of Ohtani's contract, $70 million, is the highest in Major League Baseball history. But despite the hefty price tag, Ohtani will actually be one of the lowest paid players on the Dodgers team next year. It's a paradox, isn't it? Remember, the devil is in the details. This deal is not just about the money right now, but also about the financial flexibility it provides the Dodgers. After all, in the world of professional sports, strategy extends beyond the playing field and into the realm of finance. Let's shift gears and look at how the Dodgers plan to finance this massive deferred compensation. How exactly will they fund Ohtani's eye-watering $700 million contract with the Lions' share of $680 million being deferred? The answer lies in the ingenious use of insurance and hedge fund money. Mark Walter, the Dodgers' controlling partner, is no stranger to financial wizardry. As the CEO of Guggenheim Partners, he masterminded the Dodgers' purchase in 2012 using a blend of insurance and hedge fund money. It appears he's using a similar strategy to fund Ohtani's contract. The deferred payments of $68 million per year, stretching from 2034 to 2043, are likely to be financed through insurance money. It's expected that the Dodgers will tap into insurance money from Guggenheim Partners to fund the $297 million needed to fulfill these deferred payments. This strategy opens up a fascinating financial loophole. By using insurance money in this way, the Dodgers can cleverly sidestep paying taxes on interest income. It's a move that not only underscores their financial acumen, but also highlights the creative ways in which sports teams can leverage financial instruments to attract and retain top talent. However, it's worth noting that this financial game is not within everyone's reach. Few baseball teams possess the financial means to replicate what the Dodgers are doing. It's a high-stakes game that requires deep pockets, financial savvy, and a willingness to push the boundaries of what's possible in sports financing. It's clear that the Dodgers have used creative financing to make this deal possible. But as we'll see in the next scene, deferred compensation is a double-edged sword that can have unintended consequences. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the potential downsides of deferred compensation in sports contracts. While deferred compensation offers many benefits, it's not without its potential drawbacks. Let's dive deeper into this. Deferred compensation can be a risky play for both the player and the team. One significant concern is the financial stability of the paying organization. In the case of Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers, The money Ohtani is set to receive from 2034 to 2043 is tied to the Dodgers' financial health. If the team encounters financial difficulties down the line, it could potentially impact Ohtani's deferred payments. Inflation is another factor to consider. Deferred compensation is not indexed to inflation, meaning the purchasing power of the deferred amount could be significantly less by the time it's received. If inflation rates rise significantly over the next decade, the value of Ohtani's deferred compensation could be substantially less in real terms. Another inherent risk is the potential for changes in tax laws. While the current structure of the deal allows the Dodgers to avoid paying taxes on interest income, future changes in tax laws could impact the financial benefits of this arrangement for both Ohtani and the Dodgers. Furthermore, few baseball teams have the financial means to replicate the Dodgers' strategy. The Dodgers are able to fund this deal due to their strong financial backing, including insurance and hedge fund money. However, not all teams have access to such resources. This could potentially create an unlevel playing field and exacerbate financial disparities among teams. In essence, deferred compensation is a complex financial strategy that carries a considerable amount of risk. It requires careful consideration and planning, with an understanding of the potential financial implications. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution and should be approached with caution. Deferred compensation is a gamble, both for the player and the team. It's a high-stakes game where the potential rewards are as high as the risks. Only time will tell if this strategy will pay off for Ohtani and the Dodgers. This record-breaking deal between Ohtani and the Dodgers has implications beyond just these two parties. It's a game-changer not just for baseball, but for the entire sports industry. Let's dig a little deeper to understand why. The Ohtani-Dodgers contract has broken all previous records, pushing the boundaries of what a sports contract can look like. It's not just about the staggering $700 million figure, but also the innovative structure of deferred compensation, a strategy that allows the Dodgers to maintain fiscal flexibility while securing a top talent like Ohtani. But here's the kicker. This could set a precedent for future sports contracts. We might see more teams, not just in baseball, but across various sports, adopting similar strategies. The goal? To attract top talent without immediately burdening their payroll. It's a win-win situation, right? Well, not exactly. This strategy tends to favor financially robust teams, potentially disrupting the competitive balance in sports. Teams with deep pockets could secure top talent by offering lucrative deferred contracts. On the other hand, teams with less financial muscle might find it challenging to compete in this high-stakes game. This could lead to an uneven playing field, where wealthier teams dominate, leaving others trailing behind. In baseball specifically, this could widen the gap between large market teams, like the Dodgers, and small market teams. The latter, without the financial backing to offer similarly deferred contracts, could find themselves at a disadvantage, unable to retain or attract star players. Furthermore, this approach could influence other sports. Imagine football, basketball, or hockey teams adopting similar strategies. The ripple effects could be significant, potentially reshaping the landscape of professional sports contracts. In conclusion, while the Ohtani-Dodgers deal is a groundbreaking move, it's not without potential repercussions. It's a reminder that in the world of sports, as in life, every action has consequences. The Ohtani-Dodgers deal has set a new standard in sports contracts, one that could have far-reaching effects on the sports world. Let's wrap up what we've learned today. We dove deep into the riveting world of deferred compensation, a financial strategy that's much more than meets the eye. It's not just about numbers and dollar signs. It's about long-term planning, financial flexibility, and sometimes redefining the rules of the game. We took a detailed look at the Ohtani-Dodgers deal, a historic 10-year contract worth a whopping $700 million. With a staggering $680 million deferred, it's a strategy that allows the Dodgers to stay competitive while setting Ohtani up for a long-term payout. We also explored the financing behind the deal, a complex arrangement involving insurance and hedge fund money that allows the Dodgers to fulfill these deferred payments, all while avoiding taxes on interest income. And we didn't shy away from the potential downside of deferred compensation, acknowledging that while it can be a game changer, it's not without its risks and controversies. Finally, we discussed the broader implications on baseball and other sports. How this financial game, as innovative as it is, may not always be in the best interest of the sport. As we've seen, deferred compensation is more than just a financial tool. It's a strategy that can shape the future of sports.